Demonstration in Tanzania has turned to be violent.
Ongeza! Ndugu zetu wa Kenya watusaidie hapa. Bwana! Yenyewe! Tuko na familia ya Kenya hapo. Ni msaada wa kuua huyu mbwa. Haturudi nyuma. Leo ni leo. Kama amwamwe mbwa tu.
Several properties destroyed and several properties looted. When you look at this scenario, we are even being told that over 30 Tanzanians already killed.
Tanzania remains on edge for a second straight day as post-election chaos rocks Dar es Salaam, with reports indicating that at least 30 people have been killed in the past 24 hours. What began as isolated protests has now spiraled into a nationwide crisis by Thursday. The unrest had spilled across the border into Kenya at Namanga. Demonstrators...
But again, the current president, Samia Suluhu, who is defending her seat, is ready to be sworn in as the president-elect of the Republic of Tanzania. But on the same note, the Tanzanians are now collecting themselves and they're saying, no matter what, they are going to storm Statehouse.
We nani? We nani unakaa nyumbani? We mtoto mwanamke au mzee? Umahamake. We nani unakaa nyumbani Wewe sio mwenzetu nini? Usudishe magari ya kuasha senye kila siku tunakula ugali na pilipili. Oya we nani kumahamake?
I have seen a video this morning of the Tanzanians starting a march to Statehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, for more updates, ensure you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much for that. Now, obvious, I knew that this demonstration of Tanzania lazima ingeacha several individuals dead. But as much as we are so concerned, when Samia saw it like the movement is so little, they started coming up with some allegations that Kenyans are crossing over to assist the Tanzanians to overthrow her government. But again, on the same note, there is a video where Tanzanians are mentioning Kenyans to help them kick out their president Samia Suluhu. As Tanzania is now becoming chaotic, on this side property is being destroyed, everywhere is fire, the common wananchi celebrating the military, the police becoming so violent because of the orders from the above, the ballots and the votes casted destroyed, yet Samia Suluhu wants to declare herself the president-elect. I am sure Samia is going to be sworn in as the president of Tanzania. And she is going to ignore the voices of the people. But are Tanzanians going to give her rest For example, that after swearing in of our government, now Tanzanians are going to be peaceful. I see a scenario where the Tanzanians will continue storming the streets. And they will be ignoring, rejecting, and trying to kick out Samia Suluhu with whichever way they will do it. But as much as we see the way they are so committed, and the military, Jeshi, they're ready to assist. The police, they are so stranded because the orders they must follow. You will see there is a gap in between the Jeshi and the police. In other words, Jeshi na polisi watakuwa na gap hapa katikati. Wananchi watacelebrate Jeshi, vita itainuka kati ya Jeshi, wananchi na polisi. So, polisi watasikia vibaya, wataona kana kwamba Jeshi, they are being embraced. And so they have no option but to do what they have been told, orders from the above. The question I'm asking myself, is Samia Suluhu comfortable with the situation? Because I've seen some people bragging that oh, Samia is going to be sworn in. Yes, I know that. But is she going to be comfortable with that seat? Because what I see, it is going to be so chaotic. It is not going to be a walk in the park. And the Tanzania has wake up. And they are really going after Samia Suluhu. When you see massive crowds storming the streets, demanding Samia Suluhu to be kicked out, you think it is a joke? You think it is a wedding ceremony? It is a do and die. And that is why, during the liberation of our countries in Africa, you saw how we fought the colonials. And even they vacated, the same thing is going to happen. That Samia Suluhu, if she's not going to listen to the people and decide, okay, there's a mistake I've made, I apologize and I want to make this country better again. But if she's going to continue with thumb chesting and saying that nothing she can hear from the people, then going forward, I can tell you, Samia Suluhu Tanzania is not going to be the same. Okay, you are going to be sworn in, you're going to declare yourself a winner, but Tanzania is not going to remain the same. Ladies and gentlemen, for more updates, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Bye-bye, till we meet in another video.